Dive into the ultimate Bible quiz challenge. Join us for an exciting quiz that will put your biblical knowledge to the test. Get ready for a fun and educational journey through the scriptures. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Question 1. What is the significance of the burning bush in the story of Moses? The answer is God's presence, and the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. So he looked, and behold, the bush was burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Then Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush does not burn. So when the Lord saw that he turned aside to look, God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. Exodus 3 verses 2 to 6. Question 2. Who was the disciple who doubted Jesus' resurrection until he saw and touched his wounds? The answer is Thomas. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Jesus came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Jesus, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Then saith he to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my God. Jesus saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. John 20 verses 24 to 29. Question 3. Who was the first high priest of Israel? The answer is Aaron. Now take Aaron your brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister to me as priest, Aaron and Aaron's sons, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Exodus 28 verse 1. Question 4. What is the significance of the number 7 in the Bible? The answer is completeness and perfection, and on the 7th day God ended his work which he had done. And he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the 7th day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. Genesis 2 verses 2 to 3. Question 5. Who was the first martyr in the early Christian church? The answer is Stephen. When they heard these things they were cut to the heart, and they gnashed at him with their teeth. But he, being full of the Holy Spirit, gazed into heaven, and saw the glory of God, and Jesus standing at the right hand of God, and said, Look! I see the heavens opened, and the Son of Man standing at the right hand of God. Acts 7 verses 54 to 56. Question 6. Who was known for their strength in the Bible and lost it when his hair was cut? The answer is Samson, that he told her all his heart, and said to her, "No razor has ever come upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite to God from my mother's womb. If I am shaven, then my strength will leave me, and I shall become weak, and be like any other man." Judges 16 verse 17. Question 7. What city was Jonah sent to deliver God's message to, but initially tried to escape? The answer is Nineveh. Now the word of the Lord came to Jonah the son of Amittai, saying, "Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry out against it, for their wickedness has come up before me." But Jonah arose to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. He went down to Joppa, and found a ship going to Tarshish, so he paid the fare, and went down into it, to go with them to Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. Jonah 1 verses 1 to 3. Question 8. Who was the Roman governor who sentenced Jesus to crucifixion? The answer is Pontius Pilate. Pilate said to them, "What then shall I do with Jesus who is called Christ?" They all said to him, "Let him be crucified." Then the governor said, "Why? What evil has he done?" But they cried out all the more, saying, "Let him be crucified." Matthew 27 verses 22 to 23. Question 9. What is the symbol of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost? The answer is tongues of fire. When the day of Pentecost had fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven, as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled the whole house where they were sitting. Then there appeared to them divided tongues, as of fire, and one sat upon each of them. And they were all filled with the Holy Spirit, and began to speak with other tongues, as the Spirit gave them utterance. Acts 2 verses 1 to 4. Question 10. What did Jesus say is the greatest commandment? The answer is, love the Lord your God. Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." This is the first and great commandment. Question 11. Who betrayed Jesus with a kiss in the Garden of Gethsemane? The answer is Judas Iscariot, and while he was still speaking, behold, Judas, one of the 12, with a great multitude with swords and clubs, came from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now his betrayer had given them a sign, saying, "Whomever I kiss, he is the one, seize him." Immediately he went up to Jesus and said, "Greetings, Rabbi," and kissed him. Matthew 26 verses 47 to 50. Question 12. What did Jesus use to feed the multitude of 5,000 people? The answer is 5 loaves and 2 fish. Then he commanded the multitudes to sit down on the grass. And he took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and broke and gave the loaves to the disciples, and the disciples gave to the multitudes. Matthew 14 verse 19. Kindly let us know how many questions you got right in the comment section below. And also, we respectfully request that you support us by subscribing to our channel and hitting the like button. Your assistance enables us to share the gospel further. See you guys in our next video.